Hi, welcome to the Smith's Kitchen. Today it's me, Aston and Sam, and we are changing over the lights to a different type of LED. These here, we're all about saving money and cost, and these here were the original lights for this house. This house was only built 10 years ago, and it's got these horrible lights that have got no insulation on them, and you cannot tuck and cover the insulation right up, and you have to have 300 mils right round beer that you have heat loss through. And if you add up all these holes in the house, you'd probably, by the time you add them all up, you might as well have a hole in the sky about this big, letting out all that heat that you've paid money for. So we've gone, and what we've done is, we'll show you one of the lights once we remove the old ones. We went for the best tuck and cover lights we could get. So we could put the lights in, pack them right up with insulation to save us energy on our heating bill, because we were still using the heat pumps a lot when we did that about 5 years ago. And we also, they were the cheapest ones on the market, but they've fallen in price now so much that if you've got the old-fashioned lights like what these here have, that makes up about 12% of your power bill. And if you change over to LED lights, I think they use 1/10 of that power, so it will drop your lighting bill down to about 2 to 3% of your bill. And so that's why we changed over. But the other thing is, these ones, the old ones, aren't as bright as these new ones, because one of them burnt out now. So we've got these brand new Hugo lights in, and we got them from Redpath at a very good price, although you might have to buy them through a tradie. I can't give you the price we got them for because I am a tradesman and I can't divulge that sort of information. But if you're going to go somewhere like Bunnings and do it yourself, there's a few things to look out for. One is, is it tuck and cover? And it should have that rating there on it if it's tuck and cover. Now this one here is different from the other ones that we installed because it's actually a two-piece job. And so here's the light here that we're going to install, and here is the driver for the light. And this one here, you can tuck and cover this, but it's got to be pink bats insulation type. And then this driver here, you plug into it, and that actually goes to your mains, and that has to sit on top of the insulation. Because if you put this under the insulation, this is a fire hazard. As with the other ones that we've got, the old ones, which we'll show you at the end of the video when I remove that one, are actually fine. You can put them in underneath the tuck and cover. They've got a slightly better rating. But the other thing that you've got to look out for, and this is the one that got us for doing the kitchen, because they are a bit bright sometimes, is that you've got to make sure that they're labelled dimmable. So you can put a dimmer on. So if you've got dimmer lights anywhere in your house and you want to change over to LED, you've got to make sure that they have the dimmable sign on it. So now, and the other thing is, I've gone to my electrical switchboard and I have switched the power off, and then as in my trusty meter holder, we have confirmed that the power is off, because I've also put a brand new dimmer switch on so we can dim the kitchen. So we'll get into changing this light, and then we'll see if my wiring is worked out.
So did you just pull on that?
Yeah, they're just held by little spring clips.
Huh?
And you just put them up like that and you put the new one in. And this is the older type that you could tuck and cover right up against. And
So no holes in the pink bats?
no holes in the pink bats. And it is quite a good light, but completely not dimmable. So for your cooking videos, we can adjust the light. I just had this glasses on because quite often you pull these out and you get bits and pieces of rubbish and stuff in your eyes, and so yeah, that's why I actually had the glasses on my head for safety reasons. I knew that I would need them for at least one part of the video. And for some reason that's not coming off. Why is it coming off? Yeah, Aston, can you pass me the driver, please? That's the red thing on the bench.
No, that's the multimeter. He needs a driver.
I need a driver.
Yep.
The screw's not going to come undone. Oh, there we go.
So when you're taking out the normal lights, is that just the same sort of process as that? So it's just a matter of getting a screwdriver and...
Yep, just making sure it's dead, and we know it's dead because we've tested it. We've tested the circuit, haven't we, son? And, yep, doing the same thing. And the thing about...
So do you have to sort of be a sparky and know what you're doing to do that sort of...
average Joe can go and swap these over themselves. They can buy them from Bunnings. Like I said, you know, Bunnings will sell without hesitation. As long as you're not doing it to, and this is what gets a lot of sparkies fired off, because that's stealing food off their plates, whereas I think if it's your house, you can do whatever you damn well want. As long as you're not putting it in a rental property, or you're currently living in the house, I do believe you can do whatever you want. And this is actually really simple, basic stuff.
So you just have to know which wire to put in which place.
Yep, and you've got a live and a neutral there. The reader's live, the black should be neutral. If it's not, well, someone's done something seriously wrong. And then put that in. I normally just tuck the earth so it's in there, but quite often these are double inside, so they don't actually need an earth.
Oh, so that's the blue and, what's that, green and yellow?
That's the green and yellow,
that's
is the earth.
So that can just be...
Yep. As long as it's there and it's connected at the other end, it should be fine. And have the cover for that, please, love. No, that's the little cover for the driver. See the red thing right there? You're looking right at it, right next to the carrot. Thank you. Aston is the... Oh, thank you. That just clips over like that. And it's going to go over like that. And then I put my hand through and make sure that this is sitting on top of the insulation like so. And cover the light, please, my son.
The light.
The light.
This one?
Yep, that's the one. Yep, you'll pass me that. Thank you. So then I plug this here. There's only one way this can go. That's that way. Right. Push that up. I'm going to pull the covers around that so that the driver's sitting on top of the fluff. Normally you can do this without having to go up.
Oh.
Done. Dun 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
Right.
That looks kind of cool. Can't see a light bulb, it's just flat. Yeah, I think he's gone to the... Whoa, and they turn on and everything. Oh, did Dad wire the dimmer up? Ooh, could be hours of entertainment right there. So just a wee footnote, if you are the DIY type person and you do like to tutu a bit with electrical stuff, which, as we say, seek advice first, but we've got one of these. We actually got this from, I think it was from Amazon. Now, they retail in New Zealand for about $156 plus GST each. We got this one for basically $50 from Amazon. So, yeah, now Clint actually got me this because it takes temperature and this is for making my yogurt. However, it is also a great little tool for testing if electricity is turned off. So, of course, if you're doing any work, you turn it off at the main board. So, yes, children have suddenly appeared. So, you press that button there. Thank you, Aston. Blue light comes on.
You are a good cat.
That will tell me there is electricity running to that. So that is a pretty nifty device. You probably can get the same sort of voltage tester, thermometer type things cheaper in New Zealand, a different type, but Clint being a tradie, he likes to get the good stuff. So yeah, would highly recommend getting one of them.
Yeah.
Oh, and do not forget, leave us a comment. Any questions about this, absolutely, post them and we'll answer. And give us a subscribe. Thank you.